Weather portion of Ag Week now. A fairly substantial rain system the middle of this past week into North and South Dakota, some parts of Minnesota, has perhaps changed the drought situation a bit. Not really a drought buster, but definitely one that gave row crops in many areas enough of a drink to get them through, especially considering that we've got milder weather now. The heat is gone for the time being. So these two things playing into each other, the cooler weather definitely helping out with row crops, the significant rain helping out as well. But just so you know, we are looking for mostly dry weather going forward throughout the Northern Plains region, and I do expect warm temperatures to come back in mid-August. Probably a few hot days coming in there as well. So we're not quite finished with all of that just yet. Big crashing jet stream, of course, it was the midweek weather system which brought the jet southward or accompanied that. Now, the really cool air is staying mostly in Canada, but it's quite mild throughout the Northern Plains. Warm air has gone south and west. Been hearing about a lot of hot temperatures out along the west coast. That will gradually migrate inland over the next couple of days, but it will remain very warm in the western states, and the heat is not really going away. Neither is the cool weather. Jet stream coming out of the northwest for most of the area in a situation that will likely leave much of the Northern Plains fairly dry but mild as this week goes along anyway. The coolest weather will be in the Great Lakes up through Hudson Bay. The Rockies will continue to have scorching temperatures, and most of the rain this week will be in tropical systems, except I am expecting some pretty appreciable rains down in Texas and Oklahoma. And when I say tropical systems, I don't think we're talking hurricanes here. We're just talking tropical moisture into the southeastern states, and the jet stream being so far south, there will be above normal rainfall throughout the southeastern states and some parts of the southern plains. Most of the rest of the country, probably only intermittent nuisance rains expected. Maybe that's really about it. As we go to the second week, August 13th, 19th, big subtle change in the pattern as the ridge builds up again. And yes, we are going to experience some more warm weather starting around mid-August into the Northern Plains. Cooler weather moves back into the northwest, and it will remain cool in the Great Lakes. The really scorchingly hot weather will drop down to the southwest and move out of the northwestern part of the country. And so looking at this second week, maybe one system will come down as the jet stream builds up into the Northern Plains. Otherwise, the southern plains and the southeast will remain fairly stormy, and we'll get some much-needed moisture back into the Pacific Northwest as the heat finally leaves in that area. So to summate the whole deal, midweek rain has changed things a bit, but has not alleviated drought. Probably more significantly, milder weather settling in, though the heat will be back.